Yeah, 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 yeah. Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one in the morning.
Hello. Hey, welcome back to another cleaning video. We just got back from Sam's, so we are unloading all of the groceries. Hubby was outside putting everything in the deep freezer, and I am just unloading everything, and I'm gonna get it nice and organized and put back in the refrigerator. I did leave a couple of things out for the next day, but y'all know when you come back from grocery shopping, the main focus is to put everything in the freezer and in the refrigerator. So I hope that you are doing well. Happy Thursday. The week is almost over. Time is just flying, man. I can't believe how quickly time is flying. It's crazy. And to think football is only like 8 weeks away, y'all. I am so flippin' excited. I am so excited for this football season. If you didn't know, I am a huge Baltimore Ravens fan. I cannot wait for football season. Oh, I'm totally stoked. But anyways, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are taking care of yourself. We're going to be answering some questions in today's video. So I hope that you are down for the ride. I've got some good cleaning motivation lined up for you. And let's go ahead and jump into it.
It's gonna be, baby, squad up. We finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good, keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
A couple of things that I find pretty annoying about this refrigerator that we really did not know about this before we bought it. We recently got this fridge is the left door. It constantly, like, it doesn't stay open. You have to really strategically put it in a spot in order for it to stay open. Other than that, it's always shutting when you're trying to keep it open, which is super annoying. And then it is pretty noisy. Like, I did not know about that. We should have really looked at like the reviews and everything before we bought this. I mean, other than that, we're satisfied with the refrigerator, but it is not like you can hear the ice maker, you can hear the water lines when they go on and off, and it is pretty noisy throughout the day. But I mean, what are you going to do? You know? So, other than that, it's good. It does stay really cold, so that is one thing that I do like about it. Like, we've actually had to turn down the temperature in the crispers, like the drawers where you keep your fruits and vegetables and everything. And so I guess that's a pretty good thing. But we bought these lights from Amazon. And they are fence lights. I've been wanting to get some of these for a while, and so we finally bought them. And these are pretty legit. So we've had these for a couple of days now. And what I really like about them is you can adjust the lighting to different settings. So what we have them on is 30%. So they stay on for 30% all throughout the night. And then if somebody walks past them, they brighten up. And these are pretty bright. Like, they are pretty daggone bright. Once we put them on, we had them like charge, I guess, for 2 days so that they can reach its full potential. And then you come in, you push the buttons to set it to what setting you want it to. And you can have it on like 100% brightness if you want to, or you can have it a motion, to where they just come on when somebody walks by, or those are the 3 settings I believe that they come in. So we did, like I said, the 30%, and then they light up all the way to 100% when there's motion. So we let these charge for 2 days, and they came out really bright. I'm actually super stoked about this. Hubby said that he wants to buy some more for the other side of the fence, and then I think like for the front porch, and they were really easy to put together. You just put the little, what are they called? What are those daggone thing called? Anchors. We put those plastic anchors in, and then we nailed them in, and they worked perfectly fine. So I'm going to show you here how they looked at night. These, like I said, were pretty legit, and I think we're going to be buying some more. After I got the groceries put away yesterday, I did make some dinner. I made some of the sausages that we bought. They were like bacon and cheddar sausages. They were so good. I made that, and then I made some potato crisps with some roasted zucchini. So that was really good. I got myself a good workout in. I did like a 35-minute HIIT workout and I was feeling amazing. So it is the next day and I'm going to get the rest of these groceries put up. I just put everything back into, like, I filled up the rice containers, the pasta containers, the cereal containers, and then I took out some food for today's dinner as well.
I'm feeling like a man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can daily. Baddest in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the loan. I be counting stacks while they grow. Yeah, you know me, baby. Won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
Let's answer some questions. So Lauren and Wanda, thank you for your questions. Wanda has been a huge support of my channel for, man, several years now. It's so crazy to think that it's how much time has passed. But she is a mom of 5, and I just really appreciate and respect the kind advice, motherly advice that she gives, and the kind suggestions, her and everybody else. Like, I appreciate y'all so much. You have no idea. There's been others as well. Lily, Carla, Grace, Lisa. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name, but I think it's Montenique, for just leaving regular comments, regular kind comments. I appreciate it. And all of you that view, I understand that not everybody likes to comment. I completely understand that. But if you just are here, you're a regular viewer, it means a lot to me, more than you know. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for continuing to stick around. Or even if you just, come and stop in, pop by every now and then, I appreciate it. So Wanda asked about the tattoo on my leg and whether it is sentimental. It's not really sentimental, but I like it. So it is an Aztec elephant, and it's surrounded by some watercolor and some like tribal design. And I have always been, I love elephants so much. I love elephants and owls, but elephants are known for their intelligence and they have an impressive memory. And I just really love how family oriented they are, especially the females. Like, the females really form strong family bonds, and they stick together. Like, I think the males leave after like 10 or 20 years or something like that, but they're just very social animals and they have a really long lifespan, and I just really love them. So that is the tattoo on my leg. She also asked if I have any sisters. I do have a brother, which I have shared, but I have a stepsister. I don't keep in contact with her. I have a very strained relationship with my father, and not to be all, get into drama or anything like that, but just to be honest. And so, I really have not talked to my sister in several years. So I do have a sister, but, we really don't talk. So I ended up going to Ross and we got little man some clothes. So, just for like back to school and in general. I try not to buy like an abundance of clothes at one time, because I cannot even tell you how many clothes I have, like, with family and everybody else buying clothes there's just so many. I try to have them in rotation. So I try to have little man wear everything, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And y'all know kids just grow like wildflowers. So there's just been so many clothes that he hasn't worn that I've ended up donating. And so when we do shop for clothes, I really try to make sure I shop for what he needs and he actually is wearing what we buy him. So he did need some pants. We got him some pants, a couple pairs of shorts, and this is like the second time. I just did it in like batches. The second time that I went and bought some things, and y'all know like winter and all that is right around the corner. So a lot of these all this stuff here, I got several pairs of pants and shorts and a new pair of shoes for like $65. I absolutely love sneakers. I love these ones. He does have another pair of these. I got these discounted, y'all. So these were only like, I think $40. What I really love about these is that the strings are attached to the Velcro. The strings they're really stretchy and he can put these shoes on himself. He has another pair in the black and blue. And I actually have several pairs of these ones myself, but these are like one of the most comfortable Jordans in my opinion. They are so comfortable. So super stoked that I got them on sale. Now I'm just filling up my bucket with some hot soapy water and of course my Pine Sol. We're going to get these cabinets just nice and wiped down, just degreased, sanitized and all of that. But I was showing y'all here, this is my Skindapsis Silver Splash. I can't believe they are finally releasing these. This used to be a pretty hard pothos to find. I really want a Moonlight Skindapsis. I haven't found that yet, but this was a little bit pricey for its size. It was $20, but it is like more of an uncommon plant that they sell. I'm sure they're going to be, selling it like crazy now. But once I saw it, I was like, okay, I had to get it. So whenever I get a new plant, I do try to like isolate it in this windowsill usually for a little bit, just so that it can get used to, like in case it has any pests or anything, I'll monitor it just to make sure that I'm not spreading it to my collection.
All around me, they just fade in the blue, and I can sort of shake the feeling that I'm lonelier with you. Empty faces all around me, they just fade in the blue, and I can sort of shake the feeling that I'm lonelier with you.
Question is my first name and would I share it? So several people, I just want to address this really quick. Several people have asked me this throughout me being on the internet. And I was, when I starting out, I was opposed to this because the internet is just crazy, y'all. Like people are like, we live in really scary times and people are just crazy. Like I have followed this one creator. Her name is Jessica and she's known as like the aggressive tutorials. I don't know if you guys have seen her on YouTube, but she recently moved because somebody found out where she lived. And I don't know if she really gave details about that. Like if she was being threatened or what was going on. I don't know the whole story, but I mean, people are going to find you. I mean, really, regardless, it's not like it would really be super hard to find me. I mean, especially with me having the disability that I have, there's not many people, through that really have, like, there's just, people are going to find you, period. But that is the reason why and like initially starting, I really did not want to, tell you what my name was. And I think, and this is just maybe me overthinking, but I do think that a couple of people that did comment got offended by that. And it's not that I was trying to offend anybody or trying to like withhold information from you, but it's just, that was just, at the time, I just didn't feel comfortable, basically, is what I'm trying to say, doing it. And I'm not gonna please everybody. Like, you know, people aren't gonna like you. I can't make everybody happy. And so that is that. But I will share, my first name is Monica. My name is Monica. And so I understand now that, you know, even when I watch people on social media, like I am curious about things and I want to know things and I have questions. So I can totally understand how you as a viewer would want to know what my first name is. And so that's why I'm okay with sharing it. So yeah, my name is Monica.
Empty faces all around me, they just fade in the blue. And I can seem to shake the feeling that I'm lonelier with you. Empty faces all around me, and I can seem to shake the feeling.
Next question is, have I traveled outside of the US? I have. Hubby and I have been to Mexico several times, and we also have been to Jamaica. We went on an all-inclusive, adult-only trip, and it was absolutely, we went to Negril, absolutely amazing. Now, what was horrible, the trip was literally amazing, five stars. Like it really was. The location, we had like a treetop, our hotel was like a treetop hotel and resort. It was beautiful, but we were right in the middle of Hurricane Harvey, and it was a disaster coming back, an absolute disaster. We got stuck in Montego Bay at the airport for 2 days. They had a policy back then. I'm not sure if it's the same now, but you cannot go upstairs to the second level where there's like food and everything else, and unless your flight was in within 24 hours. We had to sleep on a metal bench. I don't remember what happened. Like, we couldn't use our debit cards. Like, we legit were going to go and lay just like be some beach bums and lay on the beach for the couple of days that we got stuck. But it was absolutely horrific. Like, all of the hotels, everything was blacked out because, you know, people were in the same boat. Everything, there was no hotels that we could rent for the night. Like, we legitimately were stuck. It was awful. It was absolutely awful, but trip 10 out of 10, amazing. Like, it was super amazing. So I have been wanting to remove the curtains in the living room because I want something that is going to go all the way from the top to the floor. I just think having curtains like this from an interior design standpoint makes your room just look so much more luxurious and grand. And so we did buy quite a few panels for this window. You can see they don't really stay on the holdbacks very well. And so I had the idea of moving 2 of these panels out. There's 4. Is there, how many's on here? Is there 4 aside? Yeah, I think there was 4 on each side. So hubby, I moved 2 of these on each side, and then I'm going to move them into the front room. I knew that they were going to be too long. I just didn't think they were going to be as long, but I am eventually I'm going to try to get that done today, actually, is hem these so that they will be the perfect length for the living room.
I will fade away, don't wanna stay. Come get me high, we'll fade away. And all these empty faces got nothing to say.
we're going to be removing these vertical blinds. I've disliked these for forever, and this is just my personal opinion. I'm just speaking for me. I'm not a fan of vertical blinds at all. So what I thought about doing is the blue curtains. We're going to move those over here, and then the taupe curtains, I'm obviously going to move those into the living room. Little man wanted to help here, so of course we had to have him come and help us out. But so this is I think this looks better, okay? But in a perfect world, like if money was not a factor, I'm going to show you some pictures of what I would love to eventually replace this with. Like, I think some beautiful shutters, some like custom design shutters looks so much better on a patio sliding door than vertical blinds. Like, this is definitely something that I want to do down the line. But in the meantime, we're getting rid of these vertical blinds, and I am happy about it. Next question is, what is one thing on your bucket list that I have not shared? I would absolutely love to partner. I don't know if this is like a bucket list thing or a wish or a dream, but I would love to partner with a designer and make prosthetics for people who are less fortunate. Most orthotists they do not have a missing limb. And as someone who has lived life this entire way, I know what is comfortable, what is uncomfortable, what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and so forth. I was showing y'all here, there was this huge wasp nest in this lamp. And so I was just showing you really quick. We actually bought Raid this time, and this worked really, really well. The Raid brand, hubby was like, they died on contact. So I would really love to do that, partner with a designer or a corporation or something. And prosthetics are expensive, y'all. Like, it is ridiculous, even with insurance. It is absolutely ridiculous. You would think that because this is something that is like life altering, that insurance would cover it completely. It is not. It is considered cosmetic, which is so dumb in my opinion, because there's so many people that actually really need that to even function. So that would just be like a dream of mine. And we are not rich, we're rich in life, but we're not rich financially. So I just think it would be really cool to work with a corporation or even like funding, like grant funding or something that I could help design prosthetics for kids, children especially, or people that are just less fortunate, people that cannot afford it, which is a lot of people because it is ridiculously expensive.
Is to be close to you, but I don't know how and what to do. I'm so shy when it comes to you, but I can't.
Next one is, how old was I when I realized that I was a great cook? Did I teach myself? And then Lauren asked a similar question. She asked if I have enjoyed cooking my whole life. I am absolutely flattered that you think that I am a great cook, or anybody on the internet thinks that I'm a great cook. I just try to cook meals to provide for my family. I didn't really get into cooking like a lot until after I had my little man. So I wish I would have started recording a lot earlier. I started making like food, I breastfed until he was 2. But after that, once he started eating, I started introducing solid foods. I was like making baby food and things like that. And I really wanted to start making meals for my family more. Because, obviously I want to be able to provide good meals for my family. So the internet pretty much taught me. I would look up recipes and things like that and just like kind of put my own twist on things. And that's really how I started cooking pretty much. And then I started recording it because I wanted to show other people that your disability does not define you. You can still do anything. You might have to do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't mean that it's not the same. So that is where I started, and I absolutely love to bake. I have been really getting into baking lately these last couple of years. It's been way too hot to bake, but y'all, I can't wait until this fall and this winter. I am really going to be baking some things and just like trying new recipes and everything else.
You're curious, huh? So let me show you what I can do, 'cause I don't mind taking my time to stay in this bed now, never get out, 'cause I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. Love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. Oh, love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight.
Next one is who inspires me when it comes to homemaking. So I knew that when hubby and I decided to try for a baby, we already had multiple conversations about this, and I knew that I wanted to be the sole provider as far as, you know, little man, being home with little man, watching him, his, you know, his learning, his development, and all of that. We knew that we did not want to do daycare because of this crazy world, y'all. We don't trust people and the expense. And I'm not saying that all daycares are like that. I know there's so many people that rely on daycare, but I mean, for us personally, this was not something a route that we wanted to take. And coming from a single family household, my mom was gone a lot throughout our childhood, a lot. It was definitely a different time back then. And I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to not have everything. And I'm not saying that we have everything, but I know what that is like. And I know that these years are the most important years of his life. And I wanted to be here for every moment. And that like literally when I talk about this, I get choked up because I thank God every day that we are blessed and we are able to do this. We did have to make a lot of sacrifices, but I would not trade it for the world, for any job, for any amount of money, nothing. I am so grateful. Initially, I did work some jobs here and there because I just felt like, I don't know, maybe I had postpartum depression or something, but I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. And looking back on that, that is just such a silly concept. Stay-at-home moms, homemakers, there is such a bad like stigma, I guess is what I'm trying to say, misconception. Like people think that we don't do anything, that, you know, that we're lazy or whatever it is. And everybody's situation is different. But I can tell you from my perspective, this is the most rewarding, underpaid job that there is. But honestly, I mean, I'm kind of joking, but seriously, I would not take it. I wouldn't trade it in for the world, and I would do it all over again in a split-second heartbeat. And Lauren asked how hubby and I met and if we lived in Colorado, have lived in Colorado our entire lives. So hubby and I met at work. I actually was his supervisor. When he transferred to my department, I think he was there for like a couple of years, and we just started out as coworkers, and we started talking before I promoted to a different position. We weren't really like courting or anything like that, but we were talking. And then after I promoted, we did start dating, and we kept that under wraps for a while. Unfortunately, we had this chat network, and he had his chat open one time, and one of his coworkers saw the chat. And so like the cat was out of the bag after then. We had to report it. It was within policy that when you started like a relationship with somebody, it did need to be reported. So we reported it. We still kept it under wraps for quite some time before, you know, people started to, because y'all know work drama and everything else, people be talking and yada yada. So that was that, and we've just been together ever since. And hubby has lived in Colorado his entire life. I have not. I'm originally from California. The last state I lived in prior to Colorado was Delaware. And if it were up to me, y'all, if everything was like perfect in place, I don't want to say if it were up to me, because it's not just my decision. Obviously, I have a family and everything, but I definitely I want to live somewhere else. Like, I have been wanting to live outside of Colorado for the longest. This is definitely the longest state I've ever lived in. I have been here, I don't know, 25 plus years, and I'm definitely ready for a change. Obviously, everything has to align with that. Like the house prices right now, the interest rates are ridiculous. And with little man, like starting school and everything else, like things just have to align. So I'm hoping that Colorado, you know, will not be our future, but yeah. And then Wanda also asked how I got into plants. I actually got into plants, I don't even know how, to be honest. I started watching like plant content on YouTube, and then I did have a couple plants, and looking after them and watching them grow, I kind of just like got into it. I really got heavy into it during COVID, I want to say. And I've just been loving it ever since. But I hope that answered everybody's questions. If you have any additional questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.